Welcome back. We have Missagh Manshadi joining us from Manshadi Pharmacy on this Wednesday afternoon. Welcome back to the show, Missagh.
Thank you for having me again.
Yes, it's lovely to have you. And we have a great topic today. It has to do with blood pressure and just how big of an indication where your blood pressure has on your health. And I know there was a study done in the States with the results that were so dramatic. The preliminary results were so dramatic that they actually stopped the study so that they could share the results with the public.
Correct. So basically, I like to talk about what is high blood pressure. So if we imagine this is a heart and this is a normal blood pressure, it's nice and soft. Please touch it and press it.
Yeah.
And now, touch it again and press it, and you see it's harder.
Yes.
So basically, high blood pressure, when systolic blood pressure, or when the heart contracts, is greater than 140, we consider it high blood pressure.
Okay.
And when the heart relaxes, or diastolic, if it's greater than 90, also we consider high blood pressure. So therefore, this is called systolic, should be less than 140, diastolic should be less than 90.
And so in the study, they found that if people reduce to sort of a 120/80, it reduces the chance of stroke, heart attack by 30%.
Correct.
In people over 50.
So the study called SPRINT and systolic blood pressure intervention trial is done by in United States. It wasn't funded by any private company.
Which is good.
Which is great. And they had 9,300 participants.
That's a lot.
Yes, men, women, diverse. It was very diversified. And they stopped it halfway. It was supposed to go till December 2018. So one population was they try to reach the systolic blood pressure by giving drugs and having it a goal of 140. And the other group was trying to be a little bit more aggressive and reaching the systolic blood pressure of around 120. And they noticed there was 30% less chance of heart attack and stroke and 25% less chance of death. So therefore, they thought is not ethical, and they stopped the studies.
Sure.
So this is going to be a huge impact in our in our medicine, and see where it goes, because 10% of the budget of Canadian budget for health goes to the hypertension or high blood pressure, and has a great impact.
So we're going to do my blood pressure here, I think. So
sure.
I'm not supposed to talk a lot, so I thought maybe since you're doing some talking, do this one?
Yeah, we're going to do it left. Yes.
So will this results of this study sort of change the methodology of how doctors test their patients and what level they deem acceptable for systolic and diastolic?
That's a very good question to ask. Right now, everybody is basically studying this result, trying to find out what are the specifics of it. We are not going to make a major change right now, because we have to be careful. It has to be individualized, because somebody is frail, somebody you cannot decrease it too much. They may get fainted, they get dizzy, and other problems. Therefore, we're going to do a little bit of more studies before we make recommendations. However, it is important to know that we have to be very aggressive when it comes to high blood pressure. So first, we look at lifestyles, exercise, eating healthy, reducing coffee, and moderation in alcohol and salt and so forth. But if it's not working, please do not just close your eye, because it can be a silent killer. Sometimes we don't have any symptoms when it comes to the blood pressure. Therefore, it's important to treat it.
All right, let's zoom in on this one, Marcel. Okay, normally I would say my blood pressure is low, and today it is certainly not showing lowness. It's showing 138/78. Should I be worried about this? I usually clock in at around like 110.
So when it's between 120 to 140, we say is a pre-high blood pressure. So you don't have to worry. We are, we can get a little bit anxious and
It could
so
be because
forth.
I'm on the air, so I feel a little more alert.
Absolutely, absolutely. Or you had a coffee or whatever. But usually we prefer right around 120
Right?
or 80.
I know.
Yeah.
This is why I'm a bit disappointed.
No,
here.
I think you'll be fine.
Am I about to have a stroke?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But good to keep it in check. And tell me this quickly, is just, I think we are running a bit out of time, but
Sure.
You know how you can get this done at many pharmacies? You sit down, you put your arm into that sleeve, and then is that pretty accurate?
Okay, that's a very good question. We spend money on a lot of different things, but the blood pressure machine like that is digitalized, is very accurate, is around $100. So it's a good investment, especially if you have a history of high blood pressure or if it runs in the family. So running around and putting your hand in in one of those devices is great, but it's not a bad idea to invest and buy a blood pressure machine and be a captain of your health and see where you're at. So it is accurate, but I would usually suggest if you have a concern, you may want to purchase one and have it at home and measure it.
It really is a huge indication of how your health is on many levels, and people can't ignore that. So if you have high blood pressure, don't shove that under the carpet.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right.
Lots of complication, eye problem, kidney problem, stroke, and so forth. So,
okay. Missagh, thank you for being here today.
thank you so much for having me again.
Yeah, very interesting today, and it's good to learn these things. If you have any questions for Missagh at Manshadi Pharmacy, of course, there's 2 locations, North Shore and the South Shore, both on the screen there. So if you have any questions, of course, you can also go online, manshadipharmacy.com. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.